I'm not gonna beat around the bush. It's in the title. I'm not gonna be like, oh, how am I gonna tell them? Ooh, big announcement. We already see it in the title. I'm talking about the fact that yes, I am moving in with my boyfriend. And by I mean me and Elton John, who just awoke from his slumber to come in and share in the announcement with me. Hey Bubs, hey Bubba Boo, are you excited to move in with your stepdad? Are you excited to move in with stepdaddy? Yay! Yes, it's very happy. It's very happy. So, in case you don't know, I have been in a relationship since February 22nd, 2023, which means what? We've been together for like 15 months? I feel like we're still counting in toddler terms now. Over a year. We've been together for more than a year. We're both 30 years old, and you know what? The stars just aligned. We were talking about moving in timeline and we were thinking around June, but we weren't like firm on it. It was loosey-goosey. We weren't putting pressure on it. We were gonna do it if and when it made sense. And the stars truly aligned and all the arrows were pointing in the direction of go. So we listened. And basically, my lease is up here on June 17th. We have lived here for 2 years. I adore this condo. It's not a condo. I adore this apartment. I adore the complex, the staff. I love everything about living here. And 10 out of 10 would recommend, 10 out of 10 would have signed a lease for year 3 if it wasn't for this move. However, my boyfriend and I both work from home a lot, and having 1 bedroom and 1 bathroom when we're both working from home just feels a little bit too tight for us. So we did consider getting a 2 bedroom in this complex, but the price was not pretty and it was not in the budget. So we were like, okay, well, I'll just extend here for a few months, and like if we find a place, we find a place. And we, like I said, we were very like loose about the whole idea. And then one of his roommates, he lives with 2 roommates, one of his roommates was like, hey guys, I'm gonna move out by July 1st. And then the other roommate was like, well, if you're moving out by July 1st, then I'll move out by July 1st. And so then my boyfriend was like, what am I gonna do? And so then I was like, should I move into your place? The plan originally was that I was going to extend here for 1 month. So I was gonna pay till July 17th and then move in it during the first 2 weeks in July after his 2 roommates had moved out. However, the first roommate who made his announcement ended up getting a place and moving in on May 1st. So then the other roommate was like, well, I'm gonna get out by June 1st then. So then I was like, fabulous. This is all working out swimmingly. So we will have a 3 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 1,100 square foot apartment, which is the exact same size as the condo I own in BC. And the rent is cheaper than this 1 bedroom. Really happy about that. So basically what is currently his bedroom will become the office where he will primarily work, but it'll also be like a Zen meditation yoga type of space. The current main bedroom is going to become our bedroom, which is currently the one where the guy moving out in June, on June 1st is, and he just signed a lease yesterday. So happy for him. I love both his roommates. They're both the nicest guys. So I'm really happy that they've both found places they're excited about. And yeah, so we're moving into that room. So we'll have the ensuite. It also has like the best lighting, which is nice. And then the other room, which is on the farther end. So like our room's on one end, then the office, then what will be our guest room. And that is where Mama B will stay when she's in town. Yes, I say when she's in town, because she will still be splitting her time 50-50 between Canada and here. I will not. I will be living here full time, which does mean that my beautiful condo that I love and adore so much is now my parents' home. You're welcome.
Thanks, Molly.
Yeah, so I'm allowing my parents to live there as their home, and that it's theirs now. So, I mean, it's always still mine. But, you know, one day I'll evict them. No, they can live there as long as I don't need it. And right now at this point in my life, this is where it makes the most sense for me to be. So, you know, do I regret buying and having a nightmare of a renovation and then moving into a beautiful home? No, because it's an investment for my future. It's a space for my parents to live and enjoy. and live comfortably. I will of course continue to go home to visit and can go there whenever I want, but I am not technically doing 50-50 anymore, and my mom still is. So when she's in town, she'll stay in our guest room. My boyfriend and my mom get on like a house on fire. They get along so well. They're actually very similar. They're both C-type personalities, and that's why I love them both. They chill out my unfortunately more A-type personality, but also they help me become a little bit more C, which is good. And then she will use like the guest bathroom, of course. And yeah, I mean, it's like a very comfortable size space, and we all get along great. So none of us have any concerns about that. And also it's a great space for his parents to be able to come visit from the East Coast when they're in town, or friends and family to stay. So we're really excited that we're going to be able to have a guest room that will mostly be my mom staying there, but always other guests welcome. And it's nice that I'm moving into an apartment that I've already spent lots of time in. Like, I've spent many weekends staying over there. I already have like pajamas, a toothbrush, slippers, my skincare, like a big bag of dog food. It's all lived there for like over a year now. So yeah, it'll be really exciting that although it's a big change for me and it's a lot of newness and that's scary, it's also exciting. And it's a new chapter in my life, and I'm excited to bring you on that adventure and everything that the change brings with it. We're basically slowly moving stuff over. So we've been slowly moving stuff over since the beginning of May, since that one bedroom is completely empty at this point. And then we've hired a moving company for June 6th, and they're just going to take all of the like large furniture items, like the chair that I'm sitting in, the couch, the coffee table, the bed, the mattress, the dresser drawers, all of that major heavy furniture, the big artwork. They're gonna move that stuff, but we're doing all like the clothes, the dishes, the makeup, the purses, like all of that stuff we're doing ourselves ahead of time. So I will be fully moved in by June 6th, although funny enough, I'll actually be on a trip. It's just how the timing worked out with everything. My boyfriend and I already had a trip planned to be in Toronto with my brother and his wife for a cottage trip. We've been planning it since Christmas, and we've only been planning this move for about 2 months. So unfortunately the way it worked out is my mom and dad are gonna have to handle the big major move day on June 6th, but everything else should already be done. So they just have to monitor the movers moving the big furniture. And then when we get back into town on June 11th, like all my stuff will be in his place and it'll be our place, and we'll just unpack and decorate. And I'm bringing all of my furniture. So the place he lives in now, majority of the furniture was his roommates. So it'll all be gone. He loves my furniture. He loves my style. He's very artsy and funky too. So all of my furniture that you know and love from this space will be going into that space, though it is a bigger place. So we are getting some new pieces to fill out the gaps that exist. Like here we only have one bed. We're gonna get a second bed because his existing bed is like a double, not a queen, and we want a queen. So little things like that. I'm gonna have space for a makeup vanity again, and I'm not gonna have to do it out of a little bedside table drawers. So I'm really excited to get a new vanity. So there'll be like little things like that that'll be new and fresh, and you know, it'll all look different in a new space. So of course there'll be the moving vlogs and the tours and the hauls and all the stuff that you guys know happens when I move. And like I said, I would not be moving. I would rent again for year 3 here, which would be a record for us, Neve.
Yes.
A year and a half is the longest we've done, but we only got out of that place because the cockroaches. Does anyone remember that story time? The cockroach who lived next door. Anyways, we would love to sign here, but this is just like the next step in my relationship. Like I said, it clearly, like all the timing just aligns so beautifully. And I'm really, really, really excited. And when my mom is not in town, there's other people lined up to help me with work, and I'm just excited to take this next step with my partner. We're picking out paint swatches for the walls this week. He's gonna hopefully paint before June 1st. That way when the movers come on the 6th, everything's like dry and they can help hang some of the artwork and stuff. And we're thinking of doing, maybe at this point, might change. We're thinking of doing like a mint pastel soft green in the living room, where they currently have like a very dark gray wall. And then in our bedroom, we're thinking of doing a very pastel powder blue. And the main bedroom, like our bedroom, is where most of the new furniture is going. So we're thinking of doing very beachy vibes in there, like tans, creams, whites, and pastel blues and soft hues. So very like beachy, soft, but still have some nice fun color in there. And I think it'll just be a really beautiful space. And I'm excited for this change, this chapter. I'm terrified as well because for the 6 or more years that I've lived here, I moved to LA at 23 and I'm 30. I moved to LA, I think a couple of months before my 24th birthday. So I've been here for about 6 years. And the entire 6 years that I've been here, I've lived in the same nook of LA. LA is spread very far and wide, and the whole time I have lived in the same area. All 4 buildings that I've moved to have been within like a 4-mile square. So I love this neighborhood. This is my home. This is like my version of Los Angeles. And LA is one of those places where there's so many neighborhoods, there's so many nooks and crannies, they all have different vibes. And I always ask people when they're like, oh, I hate LA. I'm like, well, what neighborhood were you in? Because that can make or break your experience. Like there's some neighborhoods that I would not want to live in LA, but other people love it because it's their vibe. So I will admit that it scares me and intimidates me a little bit because I'm moving about 30 minutes away. 20 minutes without traffic, 30 minutes with traffic is about how far I'm moving from my current neighborhood. And that's a big change. It's gonna be all new nail salons and restaurants and grocery stores, and like everything that I know and love is gonna be different. The park that I go on walks with Elton in is gonna change, and everything's gonna be different. And there's definitely parts of this move that feel like really overwhelming and scary to me because I'm moving to a brand new neighborhood for the first time in 6 years. I'm, moving in with my partner for the first time. He's never lived with a romantic partner. I have. Thankfully, he has at least lived with roommates, but he's never lived with a romantic partner, so that'll be new for him. My mom is only gonna be doing 50-50, whereas I'm back to being full-time. So we're gonna be apart a lot more than I've been used to, and you guys know, is my business partner and my best friend, aside from just being my mom. So it's a lot, but I'm ready. I'm 30, I'm thriving or trying to, and I'm ready for this next chapter, and I hope you guys are too. I hope you're excited to come on this journey with me. This means you're one step closer to meeting him. By the way, all my patrons already knew this hot tea. They've known that we're moving in for quite some time now. They know his name. They know what he does as a career. They know how we met. They know all the tea. So if you want that tea, you want to join my Patreon, they'll get the face reveal first. In fact, some of them already got the face reveal. So if you want that tea, join my Patreon. There's all sorts of other exclusive perks as well, like weekly live streams, special merch, chats, all different things that happen on there, and all the behind the scenes life updates and big secret announcements get way ahead of time, all that jazz. So yeah, if you just can't wait, check out that. You'll be able to read some posts about it, including, like I said, his name reveal and everything. And if you want to join the video tier, the tier where you get a long form video each month, then you can watch the video where I talk all about how we met and everything. So that's where you want to go if you want the piping hot fresh tea. But yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else about our big move that I haven't mentioned. It's been really fun, like planning everything out together, talking about meal planning and grocery shopping and organization. He loves cleaning and organization just like I do. We adore that. And he loves cooking, and he's extremely good at cooking, and he's also very into healthy food like I am. So very excited to be eating his food. He's so good. He makes this beet hummus that is phenomenal. My favorite breakfast that he makes me is sourdough toast with homemade pesto, white beans, and a hot chili oil.
You're so spoiled. You could get so spoiled.
I am so spoiled. I have such a wonderful man. I'm so fortunate. I'm so blessed to have him. And I'm so excited for the next chapter of the rest of our lives. Also, I'm sure that this announcement has popped up a bunch of other questions you might have about, I don't know, the move that maybe I didn't answer, or just my relationship in general. So not next week, but the week after. So you've got 2 weeks. I am going to do a dedicated Q&A about my boyfriend / our relationship / the move. So if you have questions that have popped into your brain after watching this video, or just any of my other content where I've offhandedly mentioned him over the past year or so, then leave that down below in the comment section and I will pull from there. I'll also maybe ask over on my Instagram and my threads and stuff for you guys to ask questions. So leave them down below and make sure your notifications are turned on so you're notified when that video goes live. Come tell your friends how excited you are for your new adventure, for your new life. Yes, yes. My boyfriend is a golden retriever, so Elton and him get on like a house on fire as well, don't you? Yes, you get on so well with your stepdad. That's right. Oh, the Betty rubs. Oh, the Betty rubs. They're kindred spirits, I swear. They're so cute together. So, oh, and Elton's gonna have not one but two beds. He's going to have a bedroom bed and a living room bed because he's a spoiled poochie. And we're gonna have two bowls, one in the bedroom and one in the living room. So Elton's gonna be extra, extra loved on. What video should they watch next, my man? Should they click over here to watch? Click over here to watch last week's video about my anti-aging, adult acne, sensitive, dehydrated skin, skincare routine for morning and for night. Ooh, fun. Or you can click over here to watch a video about, I don't know, something else. Click over here. Bye. Yes, good boy.